Hi, my name is Muhammad Hafizuddin Menahim and my ID number is DHC 1122200599 and my group mate names is Muhammad Alif Iqbal bin Halimi. His ID number is DHC 1222200688. Before we going further of the case, our case today is Deepwater Horizon explosion in 2010. We must understand the background of the case first. So first of all, I will shortly explain the background of the case. So the explosion on the Deepwater Horizon oil rig on April 20, 2010 caused the largest marine oil spill in history. Located 66 km off the coast of Louisiana, the explosion claimed the lives of 11 workers and injured 17 others. The rig was owned by Transocean and leased by British Petroleum. The incident occurred when natural gas exploded due to the failure of newly installed concrete that triggering a massive fire. So that is the background of the case. So the next slide is types of disaster. There are two types of disaster that involve while this case happened. The first one is industrial accidents. The Deepwater Horizon explosion exposed the risk of deep water drillings that claiming 11 lives and injuring 17, just like I said. The investigation revealed safety lapses, stressing the need for strict protocols and true risk assessment to prevent future tragedies. The second disaster is environmental disaster. The explosion caused an environmental disaster that spilling 134 million gallons of oil into the Gulf of Mexico over 87 days. The spill devastated marine ecosystem, harming wildlife and causing long-term ecological damage. This tragedy underscored the environmental risk of offshore drillings and the need for effectiveness response strategies. So, for now, I will explain the parties that involved while this case is happening. The Deepwater Horizon disaster involved several parties like British Petroleum that primarily responsible for the spill, Transocean as the rig owner, and Halliburton whose faulty cementing contributed to the blowout, and Anadarko Petroleum Corporation that share financial liabilities, and also Cameron International's corporation that malfunctioning blowout preventer that play a critical role. Also, US government agencies that manage emergency response, environmental monitoring, and investigation into the cause. So, the next slide is accidents timeline. This one show you how the case is happened. I will shortly explain or give you summary of the timeline. The Deepwater Horizon disaster began on April 20, 2010 with an explosion, killing 11 and causing an uncontrolled oil spill. This leak, initially estimated at 1,000 barrels per day, was later revised to 5,000. Fishing restrictions were imposed and oil reached the shoreline by May 19. British Petroleum stop kill failed, but by June 4, a containment cap was installed. On July 15, the oil flow was temporarily stopped and the well was permanently sealed on September 19, 2010. So that is the accidents timeline. Next, there is 4 accidents aftermath, which is environmental impact. The spill contaminated vast areas of the Gulf, severely affecting marine and wildlife habitats. Birds were particularly vulnerable, with up to 800,000 thought to have died due to the spills. The second one is economic consequences. The fishing and tourism industry along the Gulf Coast suffered significant losses due to contaminated waters and beach. The third one is legal and financial repercussions. British Petroleum faced extensive litigation resulting in billions of dollars in fines, clean-up costs, and compensation claims. In 2015, British Petroleum and 5 states agreed to an 18.5 billion settlement to address Clean Water Act penalties and various claims. The last one is regulatory change. The disaster prompted a re-evaluation of offshore drilling regulation, leading to the implementation of more stringent safety and environmental standards to prevent future accidents. Now, I will let Muhammad Alif Iqbal to take over the presentation for now.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Alif Iqbal bin Halimi and my ID number is UC 122220688. And now I will present about accident root cause and human errors. So for the accident root cause, this includes human errors, management failures, and contributing factors. So for the human errors, it includes misinterpretation of pressure test result, inadequate response to gas influx, delay and effective blowout response, inadequate safety culture and decision making, and equipment failures due to human oversight. So the next one is management failure and contributing factors. So for management failures, include inadequate safety culture, failure to implement recommendations, and inadequate risk management. And for contributing factors, it include equipment failures and regulatory oversight. So the next one is improvement disaster management. The first is strengthen regulatory oversight. It include establishment of independent regulatory bodies. In response to the Deepwater Horizon disaster, the U.S. Department of the Interior restructured offshore energy oversight by dissolving the Minerals Management Service (MMS) and creating the Bureau of Safety and Environmental Enforcement (BSEE) in 2011. BSEE's mission is to ensure safety, protect the environment, and conserve offshore resources through strict regulatory oversight and enforcement. And it also includes enhanced safety standards. After BSEE was established, key safety standards were introduced, including the Well Control Rule 2016 for stronger blowout preventer requirements, the Drilling Safety Rule 2010 for better well design, and real-time monitoring to track offshore drilling. Operator must also undergo third-party audits to ensure safety compliance and continuous improvement. So the second one for improvement or disaster management is industry-wide initiative. It includes formation of well containment organizations. In response to the Deepwater Horizon disaster, two key organizations were formed: MWCC Marine Well Containment Company in 2010 to provide rapid response in the Gulf of Mexico, and HWCG Helix Well Containment Group, a consortium focused on developing fast and comprehensive containment system through industry collaboration. And then it also include collaborative training programs. Collaborative training programs like the National Offshore Training Center and OTC, offering over 80 courses and interagency spreadsheets to improve coordination and response, enhance offshore emergency preparedness and response capabilities. And then the third one is technological advancements. These include upgrade blowout preventers (BOPs). Following the Deepwater Horizon disaster, significant advancements were made in blowout preventers (BOPs) to improve safety. Modern BOPs now features dual blind shear ramps which can cut through drill pipes and seal the well simultaneously, providing added safety and redundancy. Additionally, remote actuation systems allow BOP components to be controlled from a safety distance, reducing risk to personnel and enabling timely response to well control incidents, thus enhancing operational safety. And it also includes advanced spill modeling and response tools. To enhance oil spill response and environmental protection, NOAA has developed advanced modeling tools like the GNOME suite, which predicts the movement and fate of pollutants, including oil spills, factoring in elements like currents and wind. A key part of this suite, PGNOME, is a Python-based tool used for detailed simulation of oil spill scenarios, helping responder predict oil spill behavior and optimize containment and cleanup strategies. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Iqbal, for such a great explanation. For now, I will continue the presentation from the improvement disaster management, the fourth one. The fourth one is emergency response and preparedness. The first one is comprehensive spill response plans. Comprehensive spill response plans require operators to ensure access to essential resources, such as specialized equipment and trained personnel for rapid mobilization. This plan also include containment and recovery strategies, like using booms and skimmers to minimize environmental impact and facilitate cleanup. Additionally, they outline environmental mitigation measures such as protecting sensitive areas and wildlife through exclusion zones and rehabilitation protocols. The second one is drills and simulations. Drills and simulation are crucial for validating the effectiveness of spill response plans by testing them in various scenarios. They also foster better coordination between different response teams, including operators, contractors, and regulatory agencies, ensuring safe, effective collaboration in real emergencies. Additionally, these exercises help identify gaps in training and knowledge, allowing for target programs to improve the skills and readiness of response team. The last one is environmental and community restoration. First, restoration project. From 2013 to 2018, the Gulf Environmental Benefit Fund allocated significant funds to various restoration projects across the Gulf Coast. Louisiana received 1,272 billion for Berry Island and River Division projects, while Alabama, Florida, and Mississippi each received 356 million for Natural Resources Initiative. Texas was allocated 203 million for similar effort. These funds have been used to restore vital ecosystems, including wetlands and oyster reef, supporting biodiversity and enhancing the overall health of the Gulf environment. Second one is Community Resilience Program. The Gulf of Mexico Alliance Coastal Community Resilience team works on improving regional response to hazard through resources access, risk communication, and adaptation strategies. The Gulf Coast Resilient Community Program, led by ISC, supports small communities like Moss Point and Biloxi in recovering from environmental and economic shocks, offering workshop and tailored assistance to enhance their resilience. Now, we have reached the last slides. So, conclusion of the case. The Deepwater Horizon disaster led to significant changes in offshore drillings, including stricter regulation, improved safety technologies, and industry collaboration. The establishment of the Bureau of Safety and Environmental Enforcement and the formation of rapid response group like MWCC and HWCG enhanced disaster preparedness. Advances in blow-up preventers and spill modeling tools have strengthened response capabilities, while restoration projects and community resilience programs help the Gulf recover. The disaster also shifts corporate priorities towards safety and accountability, although continued vigilance is needed to maintain progress in safety and environmental protections. That's all for the presentation. Thank you. I hope you gain some knowledge about this case. Thank you in advance.